Hey, what's going on, everybody? Sarasota Tim. Good afternoon. Wow, this has got to be a new record. Got some coffee grounds or a gnat or something in my coffee. I've been camping before. 9:10 a.m. Woke up at, what was it, 6, 7? I said, wow, it's late. There was no getting out of that bed for me. No, I laid in that Flagstaff queen bed and kept on getting it. It's got to be a record. I'm not kidding you. It's got to be years since I've slept this late. I threw on a Go to Hell cowboy shirt, a pair of my new Go to Hell shorts from Walmart I picked out. I like them a lot. They fit really well. You can't believe a damn thing I say. I went with those ribbed ones. See these? Hang on. There's ones with a rib in them. Remember I said, I don't like those. You know you can't believe a damn thing I say. I bought the 36s. We'll get it figured out here. I got to have more coffee. I bought the 36s, and I came home, put a pair on, and I wore them a little bit, and they were just too big. I said they were a tad too big. They were going to be too big. And these aren't going to shrink. These are a polyester type material. So anyway, so let's have some coffee here. You know what? I had almost a cup left in the pot. I drank my old coffee. I don't waste it. And then I made a pot. And I put that half and half in there, and I'll tell you right now, mixed together like that, that's the best cup of coffee I've ever drank in my life. That is good coffee. I'm finally, getting going now. It's amazing what coffee does. I ain't worth shooting without it. So now let the show begin, as I promised you. 111,614 beautiful souls out there. Let me take off the cover. Present to you a clean, ready to go Suburban seasoned griddle. Put this over here. We got a little breeze out here this morning. Can you hear it in my mic? I don't have my windsock on. I've got the mic outside of my shirt. See the wind blows this up? Oh, you can't see it. It's a fender cover that I got years ago when I was selling coupons. This right here was given to me. You see why I have it down there, all the grease that drips sometimes. They lay over the fender of your vehicle when you have the hood up and you lean over so you don't scratch the paint. I carried it around the back of my car with the rest of my junk for years. And then I finally found a good spot for it. You say, Baker, what are you doing? Why are you down there? You see this? Without this, we don't cook with gas. I hooked up my little propane grill the other day to cook that steak for you guys. We almost burned the camper down. So, and it's a real bear. I mean, this, I have to lower you one more time. I want you to see it all. Hang on. It's this thing right here. See if I can get you in there. Oh, come on. See, the selfie stick, I can do stuff. Anyway, there's a quick connect down here. You just have to take my word for it. So let's see if I can do it. But the only problem is, the thing you push up on, I really would like to show you. How do I get this thing to go? We're going to have to edit this out. Where is it? There it is right there, that yellow thing. All I'm doing is tearing up my camera. So you got to push this thing up. And here's another con. It's kind of hard to get to. Let me see if I can do it. The problem is, you stick this in, you got to push hard, but you got to get this ring down. See, otherwise it just comes out. No good. It's got to be in there, and this has got to come down. Why won't it come down? I fight with it every time. Come on. Oh, I think I got it, folks. Oh, yeah, I got it. I got it in a good way. Help me up. Ooh. That's my exercise for the day. So now, turn the gas on. Turn the gas on back here. You know, I'm going to be dealing with the wind now, blowing the flame off. It's always something. If I had a windbreak, the wind's blowing straight this way. Let's see if we can do it. Always takes twice. Well, the gas isn't up there yet. Gas is on, right? There we go. Took a minute to get the gas up. Put my tripod back out. Get you guys up here. Now my coffee's cold. Yeah, I don't know if the wind's going to blow that flame off and cook bacon on there or not, but I'll let it get a little warm for a minute. Oh gosh, the tray, the drawer that holds the grease. We got to get that Bucky's table back out here. Cold. So this morning, Larry over here across the street that sold the picnic business and said, I'm taking all my money, I'm cashing out, I'm buying a fifth wheel, I'm buying a brand new, it is a 350, a 350 dually diesel Lariat, 4-door, 6.7 liter, power smoke. He's got that in this new camper, right? 80, 82, something like that. This morning, beautiful day, you can tell, right? He's pulling out of here on his yellow, banana yellow Can-Am. That's a 3-wheel Japanese made, I think they are. I think Can-Am's made in Japan. I don't know if they're made in America or not. 3-wheel motorcycle that he can, of course, you know, hold up because when he stops, he just sits on it. But 82, he's crushing it, okay? He went and got a big fifth wheel, I'll point to it, his truck's right here. Sometimes he parks it next to me. He's put that big old expensive fifth wheel hitch, no telling what those things cost, at that famous trailer hitch place here in town that's been around forever. Everybody uses them. And he's got him a minivan, he's got his wife over there. He's crushing it, man. Sold his house. Lives in a fifth wheel. General RV is who he bought it from. And they delivered it here, put it up for him. And then I also noticed I got a couple of new neighbors in here. Say what you want about living in an RV. You saw them yesterday at the show. There's 2 new ones over here. Brand new, huge, 3-4 slides on them. They just showed up. They're here. And I'm becoming the smallest one out here. Well, I hope you're enjoying this video sometime today because I don't know when it'll be uploaded. But you're probably watching last night's, maybe you're watching Fireside Chat. I had that same issue. I went to bed. It was just sitting there. It would not upload. I don't know whether they turned the cell tower off or all of this around here is a bad area. Maybe it gets busy because a lot of people are using, you know, like Wi-Fi because of the RVs and stuff. I don't know. But it's very annoying when you're trying to get a video up and the wind's blowing my tripod over. Let me go get some more coffee. Let me get some bacon. I'll bring it out here. And we'll try to, I hear it blowing off from the wind. But it'll cook. It'll cook. You guys like my Go to Hell shirt? I'm halfway Cowboy Tim. I'll be right back. All right, I got a couple of things here. I was going to bring out the Buc-ee's table, but instead I've got my glass table here. Got some more coffee. Let me get you down. Let me see. Hang on. This is hard work, folks. There it is. There it is. Now you can see it. Not going to see me, but you're going to see bacon. And why is that wobbling? I got something's loosening up here. Oh, which way does it go to tighten it? Oh, it's unscrewing it. Nothing's going right for me, folks. There we go. Now we're tight. Oh, gosh. I'm so hyped up. All right, let's get this bacon on there. Who left that on? Here's what I do. Just put it on, get it soft. There's 4. And here's a couple more for snacks. Snackaroonie. You hear that sizzle? Let me get you over here so you can really hear it and see it. Bring you up higher. Straighten out the camera. I do a lot of editing here, folks. It really helps when you have a videographer. Some of these YouTubers, they pay people to video them, follow them around, do stuff. Where'd that coffee? Oh, yeah. This is part of the fresh pot, and half and half. I got off the heavy whipping cream. Oh, that's a slurpable cup of coffee right there. I'm sure of it. It's the best cup of coffee I've ever drank in my life. Who doesn't love coffee? I see a lot of you in comments every day. I'm having the best cup of coffee I've ever drank in my life. Good for you. We got to get us some t-shirts, don't we? We definitely do. I was offered to get some merchandise going a year ago, and I just didn't want to fool with it. Thought, how many t-shirts would somebody buy? And then, you're stuck with 1,000 t-shirts. You can't buy that stuff, less than 10,000 units before they do a screen print and everything. You can't just order them to go. You might be able to, I don't know. But yeah, see these, let me turn that back up. I hope that gets hot. Flame is blowing off. This thing ain't worth shooting when there's wind out here. They just blow the flame right off like that fire pit. In fact, while that's cooking, let's go over here. I'll show you, look. There's the fire pit. I had both my chairs out here for looks and all, and I sat in this one over here. Believe me, it's warm out here, so the breeze feels pretty good. Let me get you over here. I'll get on that bacon in a minute. Yeah, I got nowhere to set my coffee down. This is in the way. You're way too high. Here we are. For this moment, I got the air cranking with the door open. It's hot in there. Another beautiful day here in Sarasota, Florida. I bet the beaches are crawling with people already. I bet there's a big traffic line going to Clearwater Beach. I bet the I-75 going up to Ocala for the final day of the RV show. People will take 4 hours to get there. Nuts. I've become, you know how I feel when I go through that Houston and stuff when I had the camper. Oh man. Remember that time I hit it at 5 o'clock, a couple of trips back? Woo. And then Dallas, I finally, after 6 times saying I'll never go through Dallas again, I avoided it. I found the I-10, which is the only way I'll ever cross this country again, because they haven't fixed 40. It's still a railroad track. So 10 was a dream, but you know, it was different returning coming east. It wasn't as smooth as it was going west. And you know, I've been thinking about the trip, and I would appreciate some ideas. I know you're happy to do it, but I'm a little reluctant to actually go back to the same place for the following reasons. One, I've done it. How many of you have ragged me and said, the same loves, the same thing, the same Walmart, the same, well, you know. The second reason is it's far. And I got time and I don't mind driving far, you know, 5, 6, 8 days. I really don't care. It's the journey, it's not the destination. And each night, you know, hanging out, cooking and doing what I want to do. But there's a cost factor. And sure, I spent the money once, I spent the money twice, I spent the money the third time. And now this would be the 4th time within a year, or just over, I think within a year even. And you know, you do the calculations, 5,000 miles at 9 miles per gallon at $3.50 or $3 a gallon, thereabouts, plus food, which you really can't count because you're going to eat at home anyway, so forget food, plus lodging. I don't stay at campgrounds much, but I do when I get there, and I might on the way out this time decide to stay at an RV park. Remember Orchards and all that, where I ended up staying for a while, and even Tropicana or Don Laughlin's, they cost money. Golf shirts, Mexican food, going out to eat, things like that. Gambling, don't forget gambling. No, I don't spend any money. I mean, not worth mentioning. I did play around a little bit. I'm no good at it, and thank God I don't have an addiction to it. I see people throwing down on these tables, just throwing down. Sirens every day, every day. I don't get it. There must be 7 ambulance places around here that get calls and they all leave from here. Between that and a drag strip, and gunfire, it's a very nice neighborhood. Aside from that, finally they're going to stop. It's always right near me. Here comes another one from far away. But yeah, I don't know. You can leave some suggestions of where to go. Let me just tell you what doesn't compute with me. And this is probably that way with some of you. You hear a name of a place or you think of a place, shut up! God! See? They're shooting each other right next door. See? They just stopped. It's right next door. It's always them. You hear a name of a place and you go, I don't know about that. You know, I think about trees and compare that to the bald desert, the open, vast area that I just love it. I just love the desert. And I think about if I go anywhere east and north, I'm going to be, you know, looking at trees, traffic, big cities. You can go to some country, you can get up into those mountains, and now you're talking about burning some gas. Dragging this thing through the Smoky Mountains, which I did 1,000,000 times on my Harley. I've been through all the Smokies, and it hasn't changed. Neither has the desert. But I haven't gone as many times as I've been to the Smoky Mountains. Now, okay, you talk about Virginia. I've never been there. I've never been north of North Carolina. So, you know, where do you go? Where do you go? You got to wait a little longer to go to Massachusetts, except where my buddy lives and all that, because heck, they're leaving there and coming here or somewhere south. You know, there's Vermont, there's all these places, upstate New York, the Adirondacks, all that. No further of a drive probably than, you know, going all the way across the country, right? So maybe I need to break out of and open my mind and go somewhere like that. You know, when I kicked the bucket one day, am I going to say, all I ever did was go to Laughlin, all I ever did is go to Vegas? You know, through New Mexico and Arizona, and these people that got these stickers all over the back of their arm. Hey, what about that bacon? You guys are screaming, the bacon, the bacon. Look, raw. I think the fire went out. This is a dumb idea. It's not happening. Not happening, folks. Put you up here. Show you what I got. Nothing. So I don't know. I'm just kind of, look at this. A raw bacon, man. This thing would have been cooked on my stove. This is a great little griddle. It really is, but let a little breeze come out here. Oh, look, there goes the plate. It's not my morning. I'm starting to lose it. We'll eat on this side of the plate. You know, I'm going to give up on this. I'm tired of it. Oh, God. Couldn't find a shirt that fit this morning that matches the shorts. Can't cook my bacon. Coffee was cold. It's getting colder. It's windy out here. He's back. Pissing, moaning, griping, complaining. Did you ever see Tin Cup? Kevin Costner. What was that guy's name that played Cheech and Chong? He was his caddy, and he was getting jealous that Kevin Costner had him another friend to be a caddy for a while. They had a little spat. They always have a spat. Tin Cup is a great golf movie if you've ever seen it. And he said what I just said. He started complaining, moaning, crying. He said, he's back, pissing, moaning, griping, complaining. Now I'm just fooling around, folks. I don't care. It's just great to be out here RVing. You know, yesterday at that show was pretty cool. You know, in hindsight now, I'm glad I went. And I'm glad, I read some of your comments too, that I have as good as it gets. In the price point, the floor plan, the towability, everything. I mean, think about it. Look at cars. Cars are 40 grand for starting price. They go all the way up to 75 for like these ones that people want to drive to impress everybody. Those RVs, they have a lot of wasted space on those longer ones that are 70, 100 grand. Those Class Bs for 125, 150, 200 grand. You can't even move in. And then those big fifth wheels and things. You know, you don't see those going down the road. Those big ones I looked at with 4 slides and that patio in the back, those aren't towables. Those are, you probably don't have to buy a $150,000 truck. You probably have someone, you pay someone to move that thing to a place like this and park it and live in it. I think that's what they are. And because it's not a permanent situation and they don't own the land, they can just, they got the money, pay another transportation company or someone they know with a big, you know, 550 or a semi tractor to come get it and move it to the next place. You're not pulling into Love's gas station with that thing and getting gas. Well, unless you go to the semi area. And yes, you can tow them. I'm being facetious, but they're not really something that people are traveling America with. Those are to live in, I think. So while they're kind of cool to look at, and just imagine all the stuff you got to put away before you tow that. Like if you wanted to go from here to Bullhead City, all the stuff in the cabinets and everything, oh my gosh, I just can't imagine the prep you would have to do. But looking at it, it was very intimidating. So I would say, you know, the ones I see on the road anyway, out traveling, they are, You see the big boys. Most of the time, if you get really long, you get a Class A, and that would be cool. 45 feet of pure diesel power. Diesel. I was corrected. I always say diesel. Anyway, I got the sweet spot, and I got Goodyear Endurance tires, Dexter axles. They're right here. Take a look at them. They're covered up right now with they're tiny compared to that couple of campers I showed you guys yesterday. Had a big, giant diameter. They need it. They need it for that big thing. No, I don't want anything to do with it. And that price point, remember that one I showed on video? I said I could buy 5 of these, 4 of them anyway. And how much can you lose? You can lose a lot of money on one of those ones up to 100 grand. They're not a house. So you're gonna lose less on something like this. And you can get it back if you do what I do and live in it. You know, get your kickback from what you're not paying for rent somewhere. So I'm telling you, you wanna know how I can afford to live like this or how I can afford to have an extra vehicle? That's how. I'm not spending $1,000 a month more on rent somewhere, you know? No. So that and a few dollars I had saved in the bank and did very well in my business. And I had some previous vehicles, the 4Runner, the Tundra, that I used to trade difference for what I have. I had the Wolf Pup to trade difference for this. It wasn't like I just started from zero and went out and bought all this. I traded up. A lot of things that you guys don't know about. I buy and sell some things online, you know, like a lot of people do. Flipped some items and made some money. And so now I'm broke. Almost. No, not really. But I got to really watch it. That's why I'm talking about, you know, what it costs to go out and drop another $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 driving across the country. Looks like we got a little more. Oh, I can smell it. Yeah, these things you got to always pull out the handle. Oh, there goes the paper plate. Yeah, I can smell it, folks. Look at that scald, huh? I'm doing this right-handed, you know. I'm left-handed. This is a challenge. There comes the wind. This is the hot spot, apparently. Get the heat gun out. I have that heat gun still. I'm going to let JJ look at it. He's a whiz on that kind of stuff. See here? Cold, cold, hot. So let's get it in here. This is really weird doing it right-handed. You're like, well, why don't you switch? Get these in here. It's a long video. Probably never going to upload. I should end it and make another one. Pull this one out. Put this one over. I think we're cooking with gas now. We're doing it. We're getting it. I even got it with the right hand. How about that? So anyway, I'll finish this up. I'll get this one uploaded for you. I apologize about the fireside chat. It was a beautiful evening. Could have had some more entertainment last night to watch, but maybe a lot of you went to bed early because of the time change. And maybe a lot of you woke up real late, like I did today. I have no idea why. I didn't even take any sleep aid. And I have some sleep aid the doctor gave me that I take occasionally because I'm all hopped up on the coffee, right? Or I'll have a Diet Coke. And I was just exhausted last night. So I went to bed. I got up to pee. And I said, I'm not going to get up. I'm going to go back to bed. And I got up at this hour. And of course, the time is advanced, so that makes another difference. But what is it, like noon now? Let's get out there and crush it.